Welcome to Eugene, Oregon. A picturesque evening here. Perfect counter to the chaos that's about to unfold on this field in front of us. The crowd has been waiting all day. They're fired up to see the Ducks open another season at Autzen Stadium, the House of Loud. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Boise State's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Broncos will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time, he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The give on the counter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! What a grab and go for the score. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 5 over SMU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the single back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Snagged in the middle, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Brings up 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. Offense. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Back to pass. It's Nelson. Coming after it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Nelson. Pocket starts to collapse. Across the 25, he's got room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Broncos want to move quickly. They go to the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to do better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to run for it. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Ducks are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They keep attacking through the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll take a shot. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll try the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Nelson. He's got his man. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Looking left. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. Looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The play action fake. Looking for a huge play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 18 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bachmeier. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Boise State has it back ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Off the boot, looking for his man. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag in the back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
Brings up second down.
To the ground with the back. And the Broncos will move the sticks. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Second down.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Field goal is good.
That makes the score. Oregon 27, Boise State 3.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. He wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Broncos will punt this one away. He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get the edge on the toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Ducks are on the move. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Set to kick it off.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. From the gun, running back on the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
2nd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass on the way, it's picked off! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Fires to the right. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Looking for a man, it's Nelson. Spits it out to the back. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give out of the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
4th down.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Catch in the middle, it's Bates. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
2nd down now after the sack. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give to the tailback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. He's piled up 82 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Quick handoff. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
2nd down coming up.
They'll go right back to him. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. From the red zone, looking for a space. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
40. Boise State, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback will audible. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Bates. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Going up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Boise State, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.